Hello, welcome. I like to start a series about how I create my game, my second game, The Unkeeper. And I consider, I thinking, I will recording every morning, but tonight, I just too exciting. I just cannot say it up. I just consider recording anyway. And yeah, and it's about how I create the game in Unreal Engine 5 and share the experiments of implement every mechanic, the challenges I facing, etc. And sharing the experiments with you. And it's kind of what can I say? It's kind of lucky from me and not from when I noted it. First of all, the Unreal Engine, I am very lucky that I'm had I find some really great uh, instructor in Udemy. I think he was really fantastic, and then he teach me a lot. I basically learning everything from him at the beginning and learning how to program it, learning how in Unreal Engine with kind of really intuitive. And after spending about a year learning Unreal Engine 5, and now I'm become comfortable with, and I try to make again to create a yeah, it's Steve and in Udemy, and he create a fantastic code, and I basically learn every single code I in Udemy, and it's overall fantastic. He teach me a lot, and for some courses I even learn twice, uh, literally twice, and coding along with them twice. And one of is a gas gameplay ability system. With this one, it had 100 hours in it, and I literally took it twice from this course. And after a year of learning, then I start to making again. I start to looking at job and to find a job, and it's not what I expect. And the payment, first of all, the payment is really low for an internal job, and I at that time I'm still not graduate. I at the college, and well, the college doesn't actually not computer science at all. It's engineer in it from per se, but I learn in computer programming by myself through online course like the Steve I am taking, and is the journal is for me. It just I can say it's feel like exhausting in when I trying to get into in game developer. It's a overall fan. You can everything you need to learn by yourself if for indie game. When modeling and Blender and I'm not great, but I only can make really simple object. But with you using AI, you probably create better than me. Most of the case, I think it's 100% case that AI can create a model 100 that greater than me. But still, and also like coding now you have lots of agent, and uh, the AI get better and better, and coding it just for me from my experiments of doing white coding, doing in the terminal, it feel like it's getting easier and easier to communicate and writing prompt like using native language, even though somehow at some point in Unreal Engine specifically, not front end and other kind of stuff, you still need to know about it because the AI training them enough just in this case in terms of Unreal Engine. For most case, you still need to run into knowing find in the engine source code to find even like in hand input. He still don't have no idea how to create perfectly from using correct API and etc. I encounter lots of this issue somehow when If you can get example coding, it will just run out the issue. If your code base don't have the example, it will hard to create if you don't get guidance. And yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. And then Unreal Engine 5.8 just dropped 2 days ago and 3 days ago, and trying to using cloud code and using running NCP to run to making blueprint is, well, it had limitation, and the overall frame workflow is not perfect yet. You still need to write some scripting to communicate with the local NCP and to the engine and to create all the stuff for you. It still need to do so, like, and but and also Unreal Engine 6 is announced, then they trying to adapt per the blueprint and actor. Well, the blueprint is somehow the what made Unreal Engine got popular because not all the developer is programmer. In know C++, and most of them just using blueprint is in and is a visual scripting language. Then, well, at the beginning for a programmer, for me, for myself, I feel like blueprint uh is intimidating and hard to understand. And but after you using more in Unreal Engine using blueprint, you feel like it's more easy. Yeah, it's certainly more easy than programming. But when come to complicated logic, and it's uh it's hard to maintain the scalability. And so the Unreal Engine, I think the reason why Unreal Engine is trying to using uh dispatch the blueprint using scripting language, and because it's more easy to integrate with AI and more easy to create a game. And yeah, and that's the reason. So today I'd like to share what I create today, and I made a very long intro. Sorry that way. And it's I just like to create this series to share every experience in the I finished today and planning for tomorrow, and I'm doing the same, repeat it again and again until the whole game is finished. So this game is halfway there, and I just share about what I made today. So the game is more like a cozy life simulation and building, like the building simulation. So in the game, you have a item to you have a whole uh, thing to build. And I think it run into an issue a lot. I'm trying to ask Calco to fix it. It doesn't fix me at all somehow. And I don't know, is I switched to engine to 5.7, 5.7 to 5.8, then it had this issue, other why it didn't encounter. And today I just made this window, and I can interact and change the view. I can buy those different view and change it. And it's really simple if because I provide inner code base for it. And yeah, like this, and the image is just generated by a by AI, by GPT, with, and also I because it's just a 2D flat pan, and just a 2D flat pan and outside the area. I'm trying to make it feel more like 3D, and asking AI how to create some kind of pair dancing material. Then you learn in, if you learn graphic programming, with kind of, I think, the most hardest programming in the world. Then they he tried to using this pair that dancing mapping, and with the result didn't get better because, well, you see, you based on the distance to change uh the view uh dynamically. and and yeah, So when I using this one, then you can see that actually it's moving around with the camera. You're moving around with the whole view, but it's, for example, you uh, move too fast and it's not realistic. By changing the depth value, the AI told me so. For example, change it smaller and also change the value between them, then they can make it feel more realistic. But still, the it's need to create a lot. Uh, so currently just using simple plan. And the second I'm being you finish the job, it is in this game you're working at a gallery. It's basically just putting the painting on the wall on the correct spot. So the first level is relatively simple. You just go in there, and then you start dialogue to tell you how to do so, and then pick out every painting, put it in the correct wall, and then let me just display it for you, because if you don't familiar with you start dialogue and teach you how to play the, because it's the first time you enter this, and you the start timer countdown, and then pick up painting. You you based on the painting, it have which location you enter this view mode, and you find the correct location, and you put it back. Yeah, and that's relatively easy. And today I made the second level. Second level which have a little bit more challenging than the first level. Not much. Is instead of timing, then counting how much you need to spend, is countdown, and it basically I create 10 different same map using just different timing or the dialogue. And basically, if you didn't finish on time, and then you're gonna you fail, and you need to try again, and you get another map, and using different dialogue, setting different timer, and increasing up until you finish. Yeah, and that's the second level I'm creating today. I made today, and tomorrow I consider need to create a map then can display at some places, maybe at this wall, and find an empty slot, maybe at this, and then to tell each slot is which uh, which spot it, and then hide this render tag, and it's relatively simple. Each wall just a using a blueprint, actor blueprint, then contain a wall, contain a sphere, contain a render test, and to solve the target. And then the second, the third level probably just hide the render test, and instead create a map to display which location it is, or maybe just put a picture. They pay read based on the picture, and to find the correct spot. It could be based on what I design and see can it done or not. And it's and I'm trying to create more and more, because it's a lot of painting and you need to scannable. I'm using a data asset to manageable the for example the buying item, and decorate how every object is unique. So I'm using data asset for all the scene, like with hundred thousand of data asset from now on. Yeah, and you can add more and more, and it's just easy if you had just those modeling asset, and then you can just add it and buy it, and you can decorate it, and you can decorate anywhere literally. And also, I'm trying to improve the inspection. Well, it's not really great, yet, but see, but it still can can be improved. And here is today's I'm doing the job from, and tomorrow is Monday, and I don't know I had enough time for both recording, both do the job like I asked and said it for me, like create a map to from the sir on the C session and create a map from it and to that then it's slot and the render test will disappear and then and create. I don't know I had enough time for it. If I had I will, but I still will record the video tomorrow. If you still like, follow me along to I like to share the whole experience about creating the whole game. Not from scratch now. I based on already existing framework narrative with I bought it and using it with kind of got from got at the point is very helpful, more easy to create again with it. And I like to ask if some guy, cause you need I when you this in this level you put every actor on the board then cause it's sayable and I cannot count back, so I only can duplicate a level, duplicate multiple level, and to make it and each time enter different level. And I don't know it's a good idea approach and not uh and but currently is the only solution I have. It seems to land, but it will at least. Anyway, I think that's today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I see you tomorrow.